your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and we're going to be talking about this new buff that Yae Miko has received in Fontaine. By the way, if you happen to like the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. So ever since of the release of Yae Miko, she's been slowly getting buffs over time. She got a buff with the Dendro element, thanks to the aggravate reaction that Dendro provides. She also got another buff in Sumeru thanks to the artifact set Gilded Dreams. The 2-piece set increases her elemental mastery, something that her totems scale off of, and it basically just increases her damage whenever an elemental reaction occurs. In Fontaine, she gets another buff from a new artifact set, which is called the Golden Trope. The 2-piece set of the Golden Trope basically increases elemental skill damage by 20%. 20% is kind of a lot, and since Yae Miko's main source of damage is coming from her totems, which is the elemental skill, her totems will be dealing even more damage. But the 4-piece set gets even nuttier because it basically increases elemental skill damage by 25%. So that's even more damage, and additionally, when the character is not on the field, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25%. So if you're just using Yae Miko for the elemental skill, the 4-piece set is basically going to be your best friend. This artifact set is not just a buff for Yae Miko, but it's also a buff for other characters like Albedo, Fischl, any other character that utilizes their elemental skill. But this video ain't about them. This is about Yae Miko. So if you're just using Yae Miko as an elemental skill slut, you basically slap this artifact set on her and just watch her totems wreak havoc upon your foes, and the battlefield will just be filled with blood and thunder. Anyways, if you are farming this set for Yae Miko, I would recommend, I say recommend pretty loosely, Elemental Mastery as the timepiece, Electro Damage Bonus Goblet, and a crit rate crit damage circlet. If you can't find an Elemental Mastery timepiece, you can always, use an attack one instead. I say Elemental Mastery because her elemental skill does kind of scale off of EM, but if you have other ways to provide her with EM, then you probably don't really need to worry about getting an EM timepiece. If you do want to run Yae Miko as a main DPS, you can always just run the 2-piece of the Golden Trope, since the elemental skill damage bonus is pretty helpful. Her elemental skill is a pretty important part of her kit, even as a main DPS, because it's their main source of damage. In fact, it's so important you probably don't even need to level up her normal attacks whatsoever, even though her normal attacks do look kind of pretty. And this is coming from somebody who has crowned her normal attacks, so you can basically ignore the normal attacks if you so wish. The other 2-piece set could either be Thundering Fury or maybe like an Elemental Mastery 2-piece. So is this artifact set worth farming for Yae Miko, since this is a pretty big buff for her? Well, it really just depends on how good your Yae Miko is right now. If your Yae Miko is clearing all of the content in the game flawlessly without this set, then you probably don't really need to go out of your way to farm it. For me, for instance, I'm not really farming this set for Yae Miko, right? My Yae Miko is already clearing shit already. I'm mostly just farming this set because Farina might need it and I have nothing else to farm. But if you're dissatisfied with how your Yae Miko is doing right now, then you should probably farm the set. Or maybe if you just have nothing else to do, farm it. The only real downside to farming this set is it comes with that other artifact set, which is called the Marachese Hunter. That artifact set only relies on characters that lose HP, and there's really not that many in the game. There's Lynette, but most of you probably don't have him since his sales are so damn low, and Lynette is kind of mid, to be honest, right? He's only good in Mono Pyro, and not many people are going to be using Mono Pyro. There's going to be a certain boxer next patch that is going to make use of that Marachese Hunter set, since his kit basically revolves around him losing some HP. So we got 2 Fontaine characters so far that basically lose HP. It's not a bad set, but it's just not many characters really lose HP. Other than the 2 Fontaine characters I just mentioned, there is Hu Tao and Zhao, but you most likely already have them built since they've been in the game for a very long ass time now. And I don't really think they even need this set at all. Kuki Shinobu also loses HP, but you're most likely building her for Hyper Bloom anyways. I think the Cheese Hunter set is kind of just niche. I don't really think it's that important. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you farming this set for Yae Miko? And I will see you guys later.